So Chris Rock and Will Smith. So me and RJ gonna talk about this a little bit. Yeah, I think Chris Rock was over the line. I think he was wrong, and I'll state a few reasons why. First, apparently Jada's got some medical condition that caused her to lose the hair, and would pronounce it again, RJ, because I can't.
Alopecia.
That. So I'm not even gonna try and pronounce. Was that alopecia?
Alopecia.
Alopecia. So, and that causes, I believe, your women's hair to fall out in clumps. So apparently that was happening to Jada. She finally, couldn't stop it and just finally cut it off. Black women love their hair. Women in general, beauty is a big thing for them. That's, like the embodiment of women. That's really big for them. So I know that's probably really sensitive with her. And I just think Chris Rock went over the top. I could see if you were just making fun of her outfit or something, but to talk about her hair, her being bald, and making a joke about that stemming from, a medical condition. Like I said, I won't say this. I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have said the joke. I wouldn't have done it. So, don't know if he knew. I personally believe, I kind of find it hard to believe that he didn't know. Like, y'all all A-list celebrities, I would think y'all know. And Jada came out and said this however long ago she came out and publicly announced and admitted it.
Hey, Mr. Meekins.
Mr. Meekins, please jump in. Mr. Meekins, comment, let us know what you think. But I think Chris Rock knew, and I think he still made the joke, and I don't think it was funny. Maybe he didn't know. I don't know. I'm guessing here, but I mean, you think about it. You got your wife sitting there, and somebody says something like that, and it stems from a medical condition. Say your wife had breast cancer, and they had to do I ain't gonna try to pronounce that word, but when they cut off the breast because they don't want it to spread, and he came up on stage and like, hey, I want to see you at the gym. You ain't got to put no shirt on now. I think that's too much because again, stemming from a medical condition. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't make fun of somebody who had lost their foot, their leg. That's just too much, in my opinion. And only leg I think he got to stand on. If he honestly didn't know that, then that's a different story. But again, I kind of find it hard to believe that he did not know that. So definitely let me. Anybody want to jump? What do you think, RJ? What do you think about the situation?
Well, for me, I would have. I don't know. Like I said, he a comedian. That's Chris Rock. Mm. If he did it, he did. But the point is that if he knew, then he was wrong.
He definitely did it. So he definitely did it. I think he was wrong. Again, I wouldn't have done that. A lot of people
Will should have punched him. I don't think he could have. I don't think I'm not punched, but slapped him. Let me correct myself. Slap him, not punch. He slapped him. But I don't think he should have did that. He should have just said like, "Hey, like what he said when he sat down. He should have said, keep my wife name out your mouth." When he said what he said, he said other words.
You find I'm just grabbing that little other. Where's that other? You just keep what you're doing, but where's that other? Oh, here it is.
So, other than that, y'all, I'm just not floored. It is what I mean. I still love them both.
You need that for you because it ain't the phone won't pick it up. You need that, right? So I don't know. A lot of people trying to like get on Will Smith and say he shouldn't have done that. I'm not gonna say he shouldn't have done that. You just said that about my wife. I think most men, and anybody can comment that want to, but I think most men, I know the partners I run with, if you just said something like that about their wife, and even one of my best friend's wife called me, texted me this morning, and she said, yeah, my husband would have did the same thing, and I think a lot of men would have did the same thing. So I can't knock Will. Maybe it could have been handled a little better, but it's not something that I can say, damn, that's crazy. I would have never did that and just knocked the man. I ain't gonna do it. So Will Smith, you don't got the person here that's mad at you. So
yeah,
go ahead, RJ.
But no, I'm just saying, like I said, if he didn't know, and if she probably would have laughed about it, then he probably wouldn't have reacted. But since she didn't laugh about it, it was like, is he serious?
Yeah,
and then the cameras took off for her. And when I'm thinking that she probably said something to Will, and Will, that's when Will decided to get up because he was laughing at first. I mean, he wasn't laughing like when he was giggling. And he looked at her and seen that she was at a straight face. I'm sure, just guessing what he did.
Yeah, and you very well could be correct. I think you could be very well correct. And is that not because you're a black woman? Is y'all hair like very from all the black women I know, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I believe y'all are really like your hair is a big deal for y'all. Beauty for women, hair that's a huge deal.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
So I think that could very well be a sensitive subject for her.
And some men too as well.
But especially black women, I would say. And then that being a sensitive subject, and then it's stemming from a medical condition. Again, I just went and did that. So, and then and then people were saying, I saw I don't know, I think you were saying he apologized somewhere, but I saw the apology he did actually, he got on stage to accept this award, and he did not apologize to Chris Rock, and I don't think he should have. I think actually Chris Rock, in my opinion, Chris Rock owes him an apology, first and foremost. So
he do. If not him, then he owed Jada. But in the same sense, he did apologize. He apologized on Instagram. He went on his Instagram page, and he did. And
I didn't see that, but I do know when he got on stage, he didn't. He apologized to the award, to the setting there, the ceremony.
Yeah,
he apologized to his other nominees, but he did not. And again,
but he explained what would have made him do that, and then the other people who was up there, I don't know how they feel about their wives, but. I'm sure they they probably would have never went to the part of what they call violence. And like I said, for Will character, that's not his character. He don't do that. So that's why I'm like, for him to do that, it was like hitting him. He probably would have said something maybe, but even then, that still takes some mustard. That takes some mustard because either I ain't never see Will have played plenty of movies where he had a little attitude or played a bad guy, but even then, he still wasn't that type of dude. I don't even think he ever played a bad guy as an actor. So,
well, I don't. And some people were saying the same thing you said, but I don't even take it as him being like that type of. I think you disrespect my wife. This is what you get. So
yeah, he said he's a protector. He did say that in his speech. He said he's a protector.
Yeah, and again, I can't knock that. Now, maybe it could have been. We living in this sissified, girly, new world age. So maybe it could have been handled better. And again, I'm still kind of on the fence about it, but to me, it hinges on, again, did Chris Rock know about this medical condition that Jada had? And that's, to me, what it hinges on. I didn't like, and I've heard two people say this, it's a sports show. I can't think of the dude that's been all over social media. He from one of these sports shows, but he was like, "Oh, why you didn't do nothing about the what's the dude August, the one she had the entanglement? Yeah, Augusta Alaris or something.
Whatever.
Yeah, that August Alsina. I gotta get this name.
There you go. That's right.
I gotta start doing better with these names. August Alsina. And the dude was like, "Oh, you didn't do nothing. When your wife was laying all this out on red, but you ain't posted nothing. If your wife
that was old.
Not only was it old, as a guy, you don't go out and if my wife go out and have sex, she chose to do that. It ain't like he took something. Now, if you took something, you put your hands on her, you forced, totally different. But if your wife, somebody's wife come and have sex with me or whatever, you gonna do something to me? Nah, you got the right one. You can't do that. I don't have no. Your wife did that. You need to be upset with her. Mm-hmm. You can't. And he really kept it G, in my opinion. Will Smith was like, what I'm finna get upset with that dude for and try to do something to that dude. My wife gave him that. She offered that. He didn't take it. He didn't run up in here and put a gun to her ass or rape her, you know what I mean? So that's not nothing, ain't nothing he should have did with that. But if you disrespect my wife, it's going to be a response. So.
And then also, Will had another incident where he was walking out, it was for a movie, I don't know if it was for a movie or something, carpet, he was walking the carpet, however. And this one guy, it looked like he could have been Indian or however, and he was giving Will a hug and he gave him a kiss. And he was trying to kiss Will on the mouth, and Will pulled back and popped him on the side of his face with a backhand. Popped him on the side of his face and then walked off. He was like, man, he said, hey, don't do that. You know, I was like, oh, I'm like, okay. And I said, that was a little tap. And he just tapped him on the face with a backhand. Because that man was wrong. He was trying to kiss him on his damn mouth. He was like, he said, hey. Because the man had his hand around his neck, pulling him closer, trying to kiss him on his mouth, and Will backed up and popped him on the side of his face.
Well, I think that was definitely justifiable also.
Yeah, you know, that was, you know, I'm like.
So, well, this is the thoughts from St. Petersburg, Florida. Any of y'all got any thoughts, any comments? You know, you can chime in if you like. But that's how I feel about the situation. So, all right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for that topic today. And if anybody, like I say, when y'all see this, comment. Let me know if you think. Do you think Will was right or wrong? And do you think Chris Rock was right or wrong? And comment. Let me know. I'll be interested to see what you guys think.